I stopped being physically intimate with my husband, Liam, because our connection faded. His constant grumpiness and unkindness toward me and the kids have made our home cold, and despite my wishes, it seems we're heading toward divorce. I stopped being physically intimate with Liam 7 months ago. Why? The comments on your thread basically said why. I didn't feel connected to him anymore. When I reflect on the early days of our marriage, there was a lightness between us, an easiness that seemed to permeate days and fill our home with laughter. We used to communicate with a look, understand each other's silence, and cherish the moments caught between the demands of daily life. He was my confidant, the person who made me feel seen and cherished. I remember the way he used to tuck a strand of hair behind my ear or how his hand would find mine across the crowded spaces of our lives. Those gestures, seemingly insignificant, held the weight of promises and the warmth of enduring love. Then, gradually, the atmosphere shifted. The buoyancy that had defined our relationship began to dissipate, replaced by a heaviness that neither of us could clearly identify at first. After we had kids, those signs of affection went 100% to his children. However, it wasn't just about the kids, though their arrival certainly reshaped our world in profound ways. It was something deeper, a fundamental change in how Liam saw me, or perhaps in how he chose to express his feelings. I became an afterthought. Worse, actually, I became an annoyance. At first, the change was slight. His smile seemed perfunctory, and his once frequent caresses had become rare. Every time I walked into the room, the light in his eyes seemed to go out, as though I were a burden rather than a blessing. It was a silent anguish that intensified with every apathetic look and harsh comment, hurting in ways I was unable to put into words. Our conversations, once filled with shared dreams and playful banter, became logistical exchanges primarily focused on the kids or household duties. I tried to bridge the widening gap, reaching out with tentative words of affection or attempting to initiate the kind of spontaneous intimacy that had once come so naturally to us. Each effort seemed to meet with a wall of indifference or, worse, irritation. The more I pressed, the more he withdrew, until the distance between us felt insurmountable. I could never do anything right. I was, by his words, always forgetting and lazy for small things, such as forgetting to put leftovers in the fridge. The man who used to light up my world now cast long shadows over our home. His frustration seemed to simmer just below the surface, erupting over trivialities. He criticized more than he complimented, and what was once playful teasing now felt like pointed